Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hello, brothers and sisters. How are you? hey, friends. How are you doing wherever you are? This is Square Senior once more saying hello, missing you, feeling to share with you, arguing, disagreeing, agreeing, then life goes on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, may I once more thank you for the last video made. We were talking about the kind of lifestyle our girl child is going through, and actually, it is very alarming. It is quite alarming that we are losing very young ladies, very young girls, very educated girls, very, very people who we expected that they should be the future leaders of this country and the community, but it is very unfortunate. That is why I still appeal to my colleague parents that we find modalities and ways of actually curbing this menace. It is a disaster. It is quite very painful that you educate your young girl up to where she is, and then you find her life cut short because of the love triangles, because of very minor issues. And due to what I did, may I congratulate the parents who responded. One also said we should also focus on the boy child. Even boys are very depressed. They are taking a lot of drugs. They are stressed. And we should not cite that one on only girls. And even another one proposed that there could be rehabilitation centers. But you see, now it is very hard to go and tell your daughter or your boy or whoever that come with the guidance and the counseling. And it is these young men go and expose themselves. I think the main problem here is peer group. The peer groups they go and join. Once your daughter or your son joins a good peer group in university or wherever she is, he will succeed. But once they join wrong groups, I think that is where now the problem starts from. Otherwise, thank you very much, my people. I'm very appreciative. I'm very thankful. You are really supporting Kohera Senior. And actually, may God bless you abundantly. For today, I feel like uh, sharing with my ex-wife, that is Madam Esther. You remember last week, I made a video. I had made a video clarifying myself with my firstborn Winnie, because since they departed from me, I've never met her. I didn't know her whereabouts. At least tomorrow I can meet tomorrow on the YouTube streets, but the lady had disappeared from my sight. And as you remember, I thought I clarified who she is to me. And sometimes you get concerned about your generation. Okay, now I'm very grateful that on that video I made, it must have provoked some of the subscribers, and they located for me where Winnie is. Somebody somewhere said, okay, Winnie has a shop, Winnie is having a salon, and even after I made the video, my ex-wife must have viewed the video, and then she decided to go and visit this young lady. Esther, thank you very much if you did that. In fact, I have always said that even if we separated, the children had no mistakes. One has to make a follow-up and know the well-being of the children, because all what a man wants from a woman are children. That is according to our African culture. In our culture, the reason why, even in the Bible, the reason why one marries a girl or a woman or a wife is actually for procreation. You have to procreate. You have to form a lineage. You have to form a generation. You have to make sure that your products proceed, even if you unlive, even if time will come and then you disappear from the world. You will have left your your children. You will have left your generation. So when it reaches on the side of children, one should not actually make a joke. It is hard. It is somehow easy to get money, but it is not somehow easy to get a child. So something like a child is nothing to joke with. And actually, people should be very responsible when it comes to your children. So Esther, thank you very much, because I have been answered through reactors. Reactors have answered me, but now there is also some issues I wanted us to address. Even if I don't meet you, I want to guide you. Remember, in African culture, more so the Korean culture, a respected woman is a woman who is always a mother at her matrimonial or at her married home where she has been married. You get married, you marry a girl, and then you come, you stay with this girl until further notice. That is the one who is actually culturally recognized as a mother. There are so many factors which actually make people to separate. One of them, you remember, poverty, like you left me because I was poor, because the culture did not. But it does not augur well always that you jump, you get married today, you go and find this home is not financially stable, then you run away from there, you go to a second home, you get this one, these are witches, and then again you dump that home, you jump to another one, you find those people, there is hunger, you don't get satisfied, then you dump them, you hop to another one, and during all that period, you are siring children. You are siring children from those different men. And then later on, the age will come when you will be old. Then you will have no place value. Then you will have sired children of different genetics, children who do not have the same mind, children who are only connected by the mother, but their fathers are different. So you find them, they don't agree because they are not of the same mind. They don't actually go together. They differ by characters, by behavior. Then you finally find that now that family is not together and it becomes a broken family. That is how homes break. It is supposed, it is, let me give you just an example. Okay, let me say I'm a farmer. I'm a farmer and I'm growing maize on my garden. When you go to the agrovet, you normally ask for one kind of a variety, and that is the variety you are going to plant on that garden in that season. You cannot take a 624, mix it with 513. You will find during when they are growing, they will differ. They will obviously differ. 513 will age so quickly. 526 will. So that is how it goes. You are not supposed to mix, to make all these mixes and crossbreedings and doing all that so that your family becomes confused. So in this case, what I am saying here is that let me believe that even if when he was married in the early age, she is still maintaining her first husband. That is my wish, that if the first husband who married Winnie should be recognized as the permanent husband of that young lady, there is no need of hoping the girl from this man because of this reason to another one, and then you jump because of that reason to another one. That one does not. Let her settle. Let her settle to her first husband. Let her, even if they differ, women always differ with the men because you are not, a woman is not your sister. That woman you have married or that man you have married is not your brother. So you must always differ. But if you differ, there are always solutions. You sit together, you communicate well, put the problems on the table. There are elders, there are all those, there are people, the relatives, there are relatives who are not biased. They will always solve the home conflicts amicably without any biasness. So don't just make a conclusion and say, okay, this boy, this Kohera's son is a bad boy. My daughter will not survive here. Let me take her from there. Then you transfer that young girl to another home. You go and find Kohera B. The son is lazy. You say, no, this lazy son of Kohera B, I don't want. Then you transfer that girl to Kohera Senior C. So you make her hoping the homes. It is not good. It is supposed to be that whether in good life, whether in bad life, whether in average life, as long as there is love, as long as there is love of the heart, let these people make a family. Let them make a family and let them sire children. Let these children be nurtured in a morally upright way so that they also become future responsible parents. So now, I think that point you have taken. I was now proposing or suggesting that if this young girl is actually at her home, at her husband's home, okay, uh, I'll be very proud to hear that you have formalized their marriage. You formalized their marriage, in our culture. Once a young man comes and takes your daughter, the first step you take as a mother-in-law is actually to take your friends, other mothers, to go and see the home which your daughter was married. You take your friends, you take so many gifts, you make a date, you make a prior date, you arrange a very good ceremony with good communication on the other home. They also arrange and wait for you on that particular day. Your parent-in-laws are waiting for you. Your sons and daughters of in-laws are waiting for you. You carry a lot of gifts from here. There now you can invite Kohera Senior, even if there is my partner by the side. But I'll come and dance there because that is our daughter. We give them gifts. You remember we have our special porridge made out of a finger millet sorghum. That one we call entobeke. Entobeke is a special porridge you take to your son-in-law. You take to your son-in-law. Your son-in-law invites his mates, his friends. They come and enjoy that entobeke. It is our cultural porridge. You know what it means, Esther. Even if you are a church mother, I believe you have not assumed some of our cultural celebrations which we are supposed to make. So you go there, you visit, you give gifts, and the young boy will also appreciate you by getting you some also gifts. They normally give back the pregnant or the expecting heifers, a heifer which is expecting, so that when you come back home, now you start milking. As you are milking, you are singing, you are enjoying milking. As you are singing, you are blessing those two children. You are blessing your son-in-law who gave you the cow. My son, be blessed. As you are milking, you talk about your daughter, my firstborn daughter, Winnie, be blessed. And that is how our ancestors now instill the blessings to our children. So please, with due respect, uh, make sure that you formalize this Winnie's marriage. And in fact, I will know if you do that. Even if you don't invite me, I will know, and I will sneak and come there, and but for the sake of their blessings, for the sake of the generation, remember now, my dear, we are very old. We are now very old. We are now nurturing grandchildren at home. We have stopped desiring our work. We have seen. You see, our destiny in life. There are three stages. You grow, You start making your family, and then you die. You go and die. Now we are entering that stage of the final stage where now we look back and see how our journey was, and see our grandchildren, and see what we have actually achieved in our life. That is why I am advising you not to assume. Don't assume a family. Don't assume a family and say that, oh, you know me, I went to school, I am a church leader, I am those are. No, 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 no. Huh? You should never, even if you pass away later, never leave your children hanging. You must lay a base. You must lay for them a very, very strong base, a ground, a foundation, an original foundation where now this foundation is a stepping stone forward, and they will also hand over this foundation to their children as they grow up. So don't, if you ignore, then I will assume you are also ignorant, and maybe you may leave the destiny of your children hanging, and they after winning, then we start negotiating for marriage, so that we formalize. You formalize marriage as marriage. Do it culturally. Even those Europeans, even the Argentinians have their own culture. There is no race. There is no race in this world which has no culture. They also know how their daughters get married. People should will contact them, and we merge with the ours and see where we shall meet, so that the other family blesses Maro, and also yeah, then Maro gets blessings, and we also bless the daughter-in-law. Eh? Because if you are not formalizing, if you are not formalizing, anything can happen in between here, and then people will jump and say, okay, Winnie was not married because there is no any formality, there is no any formal procedure, there is no there is nobody attended there, whatever. So you say that was a come and stay. That was a come and stay system of marriage. So everybody goes his ways without, and then that is how you find now. Even Mara can lose Maisha. Eh? Even that is why I have come in this platform. You remember how I married you. So we have to formalize these things. Eh? Make sure that these children are basically recognized. They are recognized in the families they have married. They have got where Maru has married from and where Winnie has married to. So that now everybody knows, the public knows, even if now we go to hell and go to heaven, and where you leave these children in the safe side. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Esther. I'm not talking that one in bad way. Even if the I know my reactors will hit me, yes, but that is the way it is supposed to be, and those are my children. Whether you like it or not, they are my children, and I have to talk and I have to wish them good. I have to wish them good. They were not there when we were differing with my wife. So these children have no mistake whatsoever. So, and that is how I am doing it here at my home here with my two wives. I'm formalizing. So I want my generation, from Esther's generation to the third wife, Sarah, to be very straight and to be blessed the way my father taught me. Thank you very much. My dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe, share, like, and comment. And actually, I love you all. This is Koera Senior. Thank you.